going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real and Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, welcome everybody here to X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen, AJ Good with Bryant, Gobble, and Michael Marks, where it's the time we talk some local sports, guys, and we have certainly been busy. High school basketball, middle school basketball. You guys have been trekking up and down the road a lot. I've been doing it on the college side with UT Southern and the TCCAA games. Broke my streak of overtime games last night.
Finally over in regulation.
Both of my games were exactly the same. First half, incredible. Back and forth. Second half, Motlow dominates.
Yeah.
So Motlow State, which, by the way, their men handed Walter State their only loss in conference right now. They're pretty good when they turn it on, but I saw them earlier in the year at Roan, where Roan kind of dominated in the second half. So it just tells you this league is pretty wide open, but they're still about a month away from their tournament. But you guys have certainly been busy on the middle school side. E.O. Kaufman's girls. Was it district champions?
Yes.
Did you got that right?
Yeah, district champions. It had Maddie Bird, Lorelei Smith, Makara Hayes were on the all-district team, and Emma Surratt was the district MVP. She was awesome in the tournament, and they're back home tonight for the first round of don't know the tournament. I think it's technically sectionals,
regional
semifinals.
Yeah.
But anyway, I believe 2 games heading until they have a chance to go to the state tournament. But a big game tonight against Fairview.
Yeah, and they play as a team. Like everything that all the people he just mentioned, like every one of them is deserving of the awards that they got because they play so well together. There's so many girls on that team that are playing well, and I mean they throttled East Hickman. Like they left no doubt, no room for discussion, no room for, hey, if this play went this way, then they would have lost. No, they took over from start to finish, and they've been playing. They've really been playing well to end the season. They're spreading the ball around. They're not relying just on one player. It's been fun to watch from them.
Yeah, I would say in their district championship game on Tuesday, the first time this season, they had 3 different ladies in double figures, and you'll love to see them spreading the ball around, and 2 big wins heading into region play.
Yeah, they play Fairview tomorrow night. Tonight. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fairview tonight. I was reading the post from yesterday. They play Fairview tonight at 6 o'clock, so I hope everyone gets to support them because this is not an every year type thing that the Kaufman girls are doing. They're trying to build it that way, right? They're trying to build the program where they can, but this is a special group, and I hope people can go support them.
And then I believe Summertown and South Lawrence are playing the same team. The Summertown boys are playing well. The South Lawrence girls are facing the same team, so kind of interesting to see the same team make a drive down
towards
to
like Chattanooga, isn't it?
Summertown's boys and girls played a tournament there 5 years ago. My first year here, right before Thanksgiving. So Kevin and I made not 1, not 2, 3 trips to Whitwell and back. So we got to know the area very well, which, by the way, I always stop in that area when I drive through because I know where everything is. So it's a perfect place to go potty once you go through, the slalom. By the way, I'm using an Olympic term since the Olympics start on Friday.
Hey, love it.
My aunt married a man from Whitwell. His name's Reese. He's been awesome. He's from Whitwell.
Yeah, and by the way, it's actually right on that eastern central divide, which we found out the hard way.
Oh,
because
we got
late? There. No, we you know how Kevin is. We get there god awful early, which is for reasons
situations
just
like this. For
Yes.
situations like
and
this,
we're eating in Hardee's, and I go, "Are we in? Is it Eastern or Central time?" And he makes one phone call, and he's like, All right, you got to swallow that. We gotta go. We got over there and play. We actually ended up playing because it was a tournament and they had games before, and that Summertown's boys and girls ended up winning that tournament. But to the high school side of things, Summertown guys just continues to roll on the boys and the girls side, and boys 77 points at Forest. They just, outside of the one trip up against Loretto, which Loretto played really, really good. All credit to them in that game. This team continues to score a ton of points and make a lot of noise.
Yeah, listen, if I listened to an interview with Gino Ariema and Dan Hurley the other day, and it was talking about how nowadays they have just completely gone away from recruiting defensive players out of high school because you got to be able to score. And Summertown knows that if they're putting up 65 to 75, even 80 points per game, that there's not a whole lot of teams that can keep up with them. Both of the Shermans, outstanding three-point shooters, but I mean they'll throw five guys out there. They can shoot three-pointers, so it makes them that tough. And game Saturday against Community.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Community's got two trips. They got to play at Loretto and then at Summertown back-to-back days.
On
Saturday, the 7th.
They're both playing summer.
No, Community's playing at Loretto Friday and then at Summertown Saturday.
So is Loretto playing Saturday?
No.
Okay.
Loretto was supposed to play Huntington Saturday. That game got canceled because Huntington's still under ice. So.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm technically from the north, so all of this is just
wild.
Yeah.
I have a lot of suggestions. Like you have all of these 4-wheel drive trucks.
Yep.
Like all the money and all the lives that could be saved by just putting a freaking shovel in the beginning of them and just go up and down the roads. By the way, my county, which is like getting crushed with snow right now, guess how many large, big salt trucks my entire county has, which is about the size of Lawrence County. We have 4 high schools, 1 4A, 1 3A, 1 2A, 1 single A. Kind of crazy. It used to be 1 AAA anyways, but
I'd say 2.
No, you're right on.
Yeah.
2 salt trucks.
Got one that can go north, one that can go south.
And all the rest of the city trucks got the shovels and or whatever it is, and just go around town.
Yeah. I did see some pictures coming out of Hickman, like from Hickman all the way down up to Nashville and all the way down to Mississippi. They're going on 2 weeks without, and they've already canceled school for today and for tomorrow. And a lot of it's still just compacted ice, just hard to get.
Yeah.
Hard to get up.
Preds can play on it.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Preds can play on it.
They won last night.
Yeah, and Loretto tough games there with Wayne County. I mean, Wayne County is just such a machine basketball wise. You know, a team that went to the state championship game, played them tough for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter kind of got away from them. Same with the girls as well. There on Tuesday.
Yeah, Wayne County's offense on the boys' side was going to be good. Cam Phil, I believe, a 2,000-point score was recognized for that.
I think he got hurt in that game.
Yeah, got hurt. Took a shot to the eye at the end of that one. So hope everything's okay with him. But a great win for the Wildcats, and you know, it was. I think it's a shot in the mouth that maybe the Mustangs needed right before tournament play. But you know, they're getting some players back eligibility wise with Andrews. So I think that's really exciting for the Mustangs coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. And then. Lawrence County has got Tullahoma coming up on Friday, and you know, Bryant and I were there on Tuesday, and just two tough games. The girls made a good comeback and took the lead, and things kind of fell apart. And then you know, boys 20-point lead in the third quarter, and Franklin County got hot, and everything that was right for Lawrence County went bad, and everything that was bad for Franklin County went right.
Yeah, Franklin County wound up hitting 8 or 9 at least threes in the second half.
Yeah, and 8 of them. Well, they only hit 1 in the entire first half.
Yeah,
and the rest of them came in the second.
Yeah, they got hot, and you just couldn't. You couldn't make the defensive adjustments that you needed to.
Yeah.
I don't know what went into that. If it was player personnel, if it was just coaching decisions, probably both. Like it's a failure on all levels when you let a lead go like that. So it is a tough pill to swallow, especially after the season you've had. Franklin County is not necessarily a good team, but you're going to find out what your guys are made of. You're going to find out who you want to move on with in the future, and you're going to find out who the best players are with the best character right now in this hardest time. This is not a time to just throw everything away and stop being disciplined and just be like, you know what, the season's over anyways. No, this is the time that you're forged in the fire, right? Like, so you've got a tough matchup against Tullahoma. They kicked your tail when you were over there. You had referee decisions that were tough that didn't go your way.
Yeah.
But you can continue to work to change the narrative about the team and about yourself if you just continue to grind and play hard, even when times get tough. Like, that's when you're going to find out who your true players are, who your best teammates are, and the guys have an opportunity to do that. The girls, on the other hand, man, they are continuing to fight. Like, I hated that they lost the other night. Like, it was a tough pill to swallow for them, but they're continuing to fight, and despite the adversity that they've faced throughout this season. Man, what a game by Hughes the other night. What did she finish with? 34. 34.
She couldn't miss.
34 of the team's 54. Of the team's 53.
Yes, it was insane.
Miss,
she was
banking it, step back banking threes.
Yeah, you just had to give it to her at that point.
McKinley gained an octave.
He did. Yeah, he did. Like, she did. Step back. Like, she thought about it, and I thought she was about to take the drive. Yeah. And then she's like, no, I'm going to take this anyway. She banked in the harder
shot. She was wide open. Dekes the girl and then banks in the three.
And like, Ryan is someone who makes her money like on the low block, and she'll make a good post move and get a point or two off of that. But like, she was hitting it from the low block, from the mid range, from 15 foot, from 20 foot. You know, it was an impressive game the other night. So they couldn't put it together to finish the game. You know, I believe it was number 3 for Franklin County. I can't remember her name. But she is a standout player. Yeah. You know, she kind of willed them to the end.
She had 32.
Yeah, just an amazing
real shootout there.
Yeah, amazing performance
both of them
on
were
both
doing
sides.
it in the paint.
Yep.
She actually, I think she had 1 or 2 3-pointers. One of them that kind of break a tie.
Yeah, she closed. Holman.
Yeah.
She closed the game for them. So again, put that in the back of your mind, because the game that matters is the next game.
Yeah,
and
game they should have won last time they played.
Exactly right. So it's still district play. You're still fighting for the postseason, positioning in the postseason. So you'll find out what your girls are made of after you face a tough loss. How do they respond?
Some of the best performances I've ever seen at the high school, college, pro level have been after a tough loss. Like this, where the team just bounces back, they correct everything, because it's games like that that really highlight your inefficiencies or your deficiencies. Now you know what to work on. So you hope that case for the Wildcats coming up on Friday, because if the girls can turn around and beat a Tullahoma team, because this league is still wide open. Giles County beat that Franklin County team, and you've beaten Giles County twice. You know, you probably will beat Marshall County twice. If you can get a victory against a Tullahoma team that you should have beat the first time, everything's wide open at this point.
Absolutely.
And if you can just avoid that 4-5 game, you're into the region. The other region isn't what you're used to facing. I almost said something that is untrue and unfair. So, you know, it's different than what you faced in years past.
It is.
Put that way. So everything is certainly wide open. Well, guys, let's get into some college football, where UNA announced their schedule, and man, they are breaking in Bobby Wallace Field at Bank Independence Stadium in style. They start off at Joe Davis Stadium facing Sanford.
That's going to be good.
Then they go to Arkansas. Then they're out southeast Louisiana. That's a makeup game from my first year here, when they had to move it from southeastern Louisiana up to here like 2 days before.
Because I think
it was a hurricane.
Yeah, usually weather
so this is the makeup
September games
going back. So their first game is at home is versus Alcorn State. That's on September 19th at 6 o'clock. The next week, they get Western Illinois out of the FCS version of the Big Ten / SEC, the Missouri Valley. Western Illinois used to be the Vandy of the SEC, used to get their teeth kicked in. That's not the case anymore. This is a much improved team. They've got some people really poured into it. Then they're at Eastern Kentucky to start off conference play, and then a team that's been in the FCS playoffs, I want to say 3-4 years in a row, Sacramento State. They come to Florence. I mean, Sacramento.
I would say
they're flying cross country.
Yeah, that's a cool matchup
for this game. Then you get Abilene Christian, playoff team from a year ago. Austin P, who just missed out on the a year ago. Then you're at Central Arkansas, at West Georgia, and then you're home versus Tarleton State, who actually I think made it to the semifinals, or to the quarterfinals in the FCS. So you've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 playoff teams plus an SEC team and maybe the best team in the SoCon on your schedule. Very exciting for UNA to start things off.
Listen, you get a bunch of cool games at home. Like I like welcoming teams from rather far away, so like Western Illinois, Sacramento State. I mean, even Abilene Christian's in Texas. So I like welcoming in teams from far away. I think that's always really cool. And to see UNA go play like at Arkansas, just little things like that are always really fun. And I think this is an interesting schedule, and do have some big home games though to break in Bank Independence Stadium.
Yeah, I think this is a good. They have a lot of transfers. Let me start off with that.
Yeah.
And there's some ranking system. I'm trying to see what this is. Athlinked is that powered by PFF? So there's some FCS ranking sites that have UNA within the top 10 as far as transfer portal, like who they've brought in. They're ranked within the top 10 of players right there. So you have a lot of different bodies coming in, and I think this is a good schedule to get these guys broken in first versus Sanford, and at Arkansas are going to be tough, but they don't get into conference play until October. And so I think playing the Sanford in-state game is going to be great. Going to Huntsville, playing at Joe Davis Stadium. At Arkansas is going to be tough, but that'll be an experience that all the guys at UNA will get to enjoy.
They don't go in expecting to win that. They treat that, because I remember when Dearman was talking about their game at Memphis, they're kind of treating it like a scrimmage, in sort of ways. It's a game and it's an official game and it goes against your record. It doesn't affect you FCS wise or conference wise, and this is a way to get some good work and get some good competition.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They'll get good reps. They'll get a good experience. They get to go play in an SEC school, in an SEC stadium. Yeah, that's right. Get to play at Walmart. All the home games to break in Bobby Wallace Field, Bank Independence Stadium, that's going to be nice. It's going to be a great venue. Have y'all driven by recently?
I have. It looks awesome.
It's looking good. It's coming together. It's kind of ominous, like when you're driving down Pine Street.
It's almost it's a little scary.
It is, because there's some like overhang right there on Pine Street. You're like, man, that thing's like right over you. But it's going to be great. It's going to be good for the school, good for the community, great for the football team, because Lord knows they've needed some updated facilities for a while now, and they're going to get it and have a good season next year.
Yeah, and do you guys know what the mascot is for Western Illinois? It's great. Is it on there?
Oh,
it's not the actual logo isn't going to tell you what.
Because it's like it's an obscure dog. I don't know, because I don't think it's like a normal.
The bull. There's a bulldog on the front, but they're not called the bulldog.
Like an Aggie?
No.
Yeah,
it's great.
The only thing I got on my mind right now is terrier. But that's
is it a dog?
Is it a different name for a dog?
It's called the Roughnecks.
The Roughnecks.
Great name.
That is Western Illinois Roughnecks.
Yeah, we got governors. The women for Central Arkansas are the Sugar Bears, but
wow, I did not know
the
that.
Men are just the Bears. I found that out the hard way. When they got really offended when I called UNA Central Arkansas baseball in Birmingham last year, because the game, there's supposed to be a home game. Remember, they played Austin P at Northwest Shoals. They played Army and someone else at the Trash Pandas. They played, I think, Drake or St. Louis in Mississippi in Jackson.
Oh, wow.
And then they played these at UAB, which, by the way, UAB's baseball facilities, not great.
Leave a lot to be desired.
This is an American Conference team, which, you want to build it up to be. We're just a tier below. We're at the top of the mid-majors.
You look at some of the teams in the American. East Carolina.
Yeah.
They're
program.
Great program.
Been to that stadium.
Getting there all the time. Is Coastal in that same, or they're Sunbelt?
Sunbelt's a better league.
Oh yeah, because you got Troy, you got Southern Miss. I mean that league is awesome.
Yeah, Coastal.
Yeah.
National championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun for them. Marshall would have made it to the tournament, and then just throwing it out there. But Tarleton's the Texans, West Georgia the Wolves, Central Arkansas the Bears, Austin P Governors, Abilene Christian Wildcats. What is Sacramento State?
Theirs is another. I feel like it's a rather rare
Razorbacks, Bulldogs, Lions. I think is what Southeastern when we
Hornets.
Hornets.
Herky the Hornet is their mascot.
Colonels. Man, what a It's like a mascot Hall of Fame.
Got the good ones in there.
To get there going. Well, coming up next, guys, we are going to talk everything going down in the world of national sports, plus take a look at the Super Bowl as well when we return on X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. AJ Good with Bryant Gobble, Michael Marks, and I forgot to mention on the UT Southern side of things, guys, the men are at home tonight against Dalton State. The women are not in action because Dalton State does not have women's college basketball, but the men trying to get, and they have back-to-back tough losses, lost at the buzzer, Burton Parker, and then scored 93 points at point, but gave up 102, so they lost that game. They're trying to get back on the right track. Dalton State is the top team in the East Division. They already beat them on the road at Dalton State, so trying to get that back. And the women guys starting to get some votes for the top 25. They have won 11 in a row, including, at the time, the number 1 team in the country in Bethel.
Yeah, that was a huge win for them over Bethel. And listen, 11 wins in a row is just enough to start getting some votes. I mean, let's get them in the top 25. I mean, listen, that's already, probably half of their games, the 11
they've got
that they've played so far.
3 or 4 weekends left in the regular season.
But listen, it's the best time to hit a hot stretch is going down the stretch. So looking for them to get a couple more big wins coming up tonight.
I need to correct something I said. Okay. I said the Preds won. They did not. I was keeping up with the game, and it was a high scoring game. I think it was 3-3 at the end.
6-5, I think at the end.
It ended 6-5, and I think it was 3-3 by the end of the first or somewhere in the second. Preds won against the Blues on Monday, and they lost last night. So I need to correct that.
And guess who's won 7 in a row? The Blue Jackets.
The Blue Jackets.
And then Bill Simmons tweeted out. I'm like, dude, they upset.
I almost sent it to you, but I didn't want to upset you.
Well, he said it before. Who's the worst It wouldn't upset me.
Well, it was like
it was like who's
insignificant because it wasn't bad enough that you're the Browns, but it's not like you're the Patriots.
And I'm thinking like how you're the biggest NBA guy, like the Pelicans have been. And if it went for Zion and Anthony Davis, they've been at least the Blue Jackets have won a playoff series for Christ's sake. At least they had like a 16-game win streak. They were one away from the record until Ovechkin and the Capitals just destroyed them that night. They have maybe the greatest upset in NHL history when the Lightning, who scored 128 points, had the third best record in NHL history, and the Blue Jackets swept them in the first round.
Yeah, was that 2020?
It's 2018. Because it was right after I got fired when I was in Macon. So it was bringing me hope, guys. It's like, yes, Jesus does exist. My team's going to win a playoff series. All the things, all the dumb things that you say to yourself, everything going on. But Bryant came in, first thing he said before the show, are we going to talk about this Warriors trade?
This is the one that just blows my mind the most. I thought the Warriors were serious about winning another championship, and it doesn't seem like they are. They are. I say that not as a Warriors fan, but they're just fun to watch, and like I enjoy watching Steph play, and I thought they were going to make another trade to try to make a run at a championship, and they get Kristaps Porzingis, and that's the best that they can do. I don't think Kristaps is going to be. He's a guy. Is all I'm going to say.
I'll just say from being a Boston guy, he'll play really, really good in the regular season, leading down the stretch, and then he'll get hurt in your first playoff game, and you won't see him again.
Yeah, he's been averaging 17, 5, and 2, shooting 45%. So.
You're 7'2". How are you only averaging 5 rebounds?
Yeah, I don't know. He is 7'2", but he's also more like a beanpole, kind of like Kevin Durant. Maybe not as skinny as Kevin Durant, but it just didn't make sense to me. Everybody's been talking about Giannis and what's going on there. I guess the Bucks weren't serious about trading Giannis because it doesn't look like he's going to get dealt anywhere. And I guess the Warriors are just going to fade away. They might sneak into the playoffs. They might be able to compete as a 6, 7, maybe 8 seed, and they'll compete, but they aren't going to get anywhere. Probably the biggest thing that everybody's talking about, but aside from Giannis, is James Harden, right? We mentioned that, I think, on Tuesday. He gets traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Darius Garland. That's going to be a good trade for Cleveland. I still think they could have kept Darius Garland. I don't know how many good years James Harden has left in him, but I think Cleveland is still a real contender, right?
Yeah, listen, I think it was an interesting move, but James Harden joins the list of Cavaliers or people who go to the Cavaliers right before they retire. Yeah. Dwayne Wade, I know it wasn't his last name, but Shaq played a couple years for Cleveland. I think I saw a picture. It was Walt Frazier after his days with the Knicks. He spent a couple years in Cleveland, so interesting to say James Harden joined that list.
Yeah, I think the Wizards are also interesting, right? Yeah. They added Trae Young, however many weeks, like a month ago, I guess. And they keep building.
I mean, it's names that are recognizable. It's just how much you can be able to get from them on the floor, because Anthony Davis, great basketball player, doesn't like playing basketball. And so,
that's true. Yeah, somebody posted his new look Anthony Davis in a Washington Wizards uniform, and
it was just a tracksuit on the bench.
It's just him sitting on the sitting on the sideline.
Street clothes.
Yep,
that's right. Yeah. that one is
street clothes Davis.
That one was an interesting trade simply because of what it's tied to. What happened a year ago with Luka. I'm really sad for my boy Dalton Connect. Bring it back to Tennessee. For people that don't care about NBA but you care about Tennessee sports, Dalton is a good player, and he just can't see the floor because he keeps getting pushed down the bench for the Lakers. And I think they just made another trade today to get. I don't know who they got, but he just keeps getting pushed down the bench. I wish they would deal him to someone else.
Yes,
I would love to see him just play for somebody.
Because we saw him in the first month of his rookie year. He had a 30-point game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the guy's showing what he can do. It's just that failed trade really, really doomed him until he can get out of LA if possible. That's the big
let's
question.
See. The Lakers traded Gabe Vincent and a second-round pick to the Hawks for Luke Kennard. So Kennard ideally plays.
That's
over
quite literally Connect.
Yeah, that was
just
exactly.
Dalton Connect.
Yeah, I don't get. I don't get why they don't just ship him off, because the thing from the draft that everybody kept knocking him is because of his age.
Yeah.
And now he's sat on the bench and he's 2 years older and he's not getting any better. He's sitting behind LeBron, and freaking Bronny James is probably getting more minutes than him. I don't know. I haven't seen that split, but I could just be making that up. But I wish he would get traded somewhere. I want to see him play more. That's my story.
Yeah, it's the trade deadline. I mean, they almost got rid of him last year. Well, I guess nobody else sees much value in him, but whatever team does want to take a shot on him, I think he's going to pay dividends for him.
I think so too. Green Williams has been playing well too since he got back from his injury. So
Bronny is not playing more minutes per game than Dalton.
Okay,
Correct.
I was wrong,
but it's close.
Yeah, Dalton,
4.5 to 2.5.
Dalton needs to get out of there.
Yeah, I agree.
100% needs to get out of there. Just for everybody, he needs to get out of there. But we've got Giannis is going to be staying put. Draymond's going to be staying put. But man, is it me, or does it seem like the trade deadline just gets more and more wild and active every year?
Yeah, I think that's kind of just the current state of sports right now. Is you have to win now, or it's sell and restart time. And we're seeing teams be a lot more aggressive here at the trade deadline. But there weren't a whole lot of big names that I thought would get thrown around. Like, I really thought that Giannis was as good as gone. And I think it was a trade that both the Bucks and the Warriors didn't want to make, because I don't think that they wanted Giannis, and I'm not going to say I don't think they wanted Giannis. I don't think they wanted to give up what they needed to give up. So at the end of the show Tuesday, I said it would probably be best for both teams if they just stayed put.
To your point, it does seem to get wilder and wilder because teams are trying to make a splash, and they're trying to build a big three or a big core.
Well, and now with the play-in game, the playoffs goes out to 10 teams.
Yeah, exactly. So you're trying to get in the playoffs and get some dudes, I guess, that can hopefully gel together. To me, that makes what Oklahoma City has built more special. Like they've traded away their star player, and they brought in more guys and built through the draft. And man, it's just so respectable to see them, and almost the Spurs as well. The Spurs and OKC played last night. Both of those teams really building through the draft and building just kind of a slow, respectable team. And Shea was a good player. They added, Lou Williams. They added Lou Dort, and Jalen Williams, and they drafted Chet as well. They just made a trade. They traded away a first-rounder pick, and God, I can't think of the guy's name in return. But I say all that to say again, they just have done it through the draft, through proper management. They haven't had
Jared McCain.
That's right.
Yep.
So they've done it through the draft. They've done it through proper management. They haven't had to make a big splash and be flashy. Like, they did it the right way. So
see, that's the perfect kind of trade for that'd be the perfect kind of team for Dalton Connect. OKC, go be a role player there. Kind of do what Alex Caruso has done, and he started playing really, really good for them. Got paid. He's still with OKC, but Dalton go somewhere, play good in the playoffs, cut a check, and then start your NBA career. Because right now where it's at, it's a bad spot.
Yeah. Well, guys, let's get into the NFL side of things. Did anyone watch the Pro Bowl last night?
What?
What the was it a dodgeball game again?
Yeah, I don't know. On Tuesday, I mean, it just is what it is. Just might as well just make it into I would rather see them, if they're going to do that. Let's do a one-on-one competition, throw fade routes in the corner and see who wins.
Yeah, I would say let's throw Joe Flacco out there, let him get a couple. Throw some jump balls between Pat Surtain and Justin Jefferson, something fun. I miss the Pro Bowl meaning something. I miss seeing guys go to Hawaii, put on some pads. I miss seeing Sean Taylor kill a punter. I mean, it was you had some great. And then what was a couple years? I think it was a couple years later. Peyton talking about the idiot kicker, Vanderjack, yeah,
West Virginia's own.
So the Pro Bowl used to have moments, and now, I mean, you just sat here and asked us if we watched because nobody did, and I think it was a travesty that it blocked out. There's no college basketball on Tuesday night, and because of this, and I feel like it's kind of just put a big damper on the sport for that night. When you have players that truly cared about the game, it used to be great. Well, can we go back to I don't know. I don't think baseball does it anymore, but play the All-Star game for some sort of playoff advantage, because they have the Saturday and Sunday games in the playoff. It's like, hey, if the AFC wins, you get all the Saturday games. So you get an extra day of rest going ahead. If that's possible.
They still won't care.
No.
Well,
because the people playing in the game won't have any impact on them.
And in a way, like I get it, you don't want to get injured, but what was the last significant injury in a Pro Bowl? Like, the guys are going hard, but they weren't going that hard.
Yeah, I would say, because I can't think of any big time injuries, and it's at the end of the season. You got time to get healed before the next.
It used to be after the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now in Hawaii. Now I know that they've tore that stadium down and thinking about building a new one, but used to mean something. Back in my day. Back in my day used to mean something. Other NFL news, guys, we've got some international announcements. The Saints are going to play a game in Paris. They don't know against who or when yet. And then the Niners and the Rams are going to play in Australia for the first ever Australia game.
That's a long flight.
Concerned with the TV time slots with that, because WWE went to Perth and that pay-per-view was at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Saudi Arabia. They did Royal Rumble. It was at 1 o'clock our time, 2 o'clock Eastern. I think we calculated it was like 10 o'clock their time. That was almost a 4-hour show.
I would say they were getting done at 2 a.m.
It was 2 o'clock in the morning by the time everyone left.
Yeah, I'm cool with the NFL going everywhere. I think it's more interesting. Go somewhere other than England, because nothing against or go somewhere new. Like, even though the games in Brazil haven't been the most popular, it's something different.
Right.
Like, throw a game in Australia. Put a game in.
Don't go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I was. Well, I feel like it'd be too hot there to play a game anytime. I got nothing, because I feel like some places would be a little bit difficult to put sporting events there, but. Yeah. There's plenty of places around the world that you can go, and Australia I think is a great step.
It's coming whether you like it or not. Every team is going to play one of their regular season games overseas, if you will, or in a different country, I guess. And I guess geographically it makes sense to make the Niners and the Rams do that. I hate that big of a matchup. Like, these two teams, when they play, they're two of the best teams in football this year. They're two of the best ran organizations with two great coaches. I hate that they have to they can't just play it on one of their home fields, right? They can't play it and make it a great rivalry matchup in San Francisco or in Los Angeles. They have to go across the ocean, literally almost as far away from around the world as you can get. I saw this from about, I know this isn't Los Angeles and San Francisco, but from about our general area going up to like Chicago, the furthest point you can get from our general area is Australia. That's the furthest landmass you can get. So the Rams and the 49ers are a little closer, but that's just such a disadvantage to have to play a big rivalry game, a division game like that.
You took the words out of
in Australia. It just makes me mad. It's the same thing with the freaking Chiefs and Chargers at the first of this year.
Brazil on a Friday
night. On a Friday night. It's just weird. I hate it. It doesn't matter if I hate it, because the NFL wants to make money, and they're going to make money by expanding international. That's why Bad Bunny's playing the Super Bowl halftime show here in a couple weeks, because they're trying to draw an international audience. But
we're about to get a halftime show rant here.
Yeah, no. I'm just the whole international thing for me is just a disadvantage to the teams, and I don't know if it's going to pick up steam or not. They're going to 18 games, and I think that 18th game is going to be an international game. It'll probably be within the next 5-6 years, but. That's where they're headed.
Yeah, you took the word, and AJ would probably say the same thing as me. Why not like a 49ers-Jets game? One that doesn't matter, because, trust me, the people of Australia are going to show up to the game. It doesn't matter what two teams you put out there. Don't make it a rivalry game, because they're not going to care.
The 49ers, 2 previous international games, Texans, Jaguars.
Perfect. None of those games were really important, but they were
I'm
fun.
hoping they're not taking away a 49er home game. I think this is, that's why the Jags play the most internationally, because, they have the worst fan base.
Yep.
Statistically,
yes.
I'm not saying because lack of enthusiasm, just saying statistically they have the worst fan base. And probably right behind that's the Rams.
Oh, every home game for the Rams is a home game for the other team.
Do like an NFC, AFC, like Cardinals, Broncos,
Yeah.
or somebody over there.
Cross-divisional game.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, send that to Australia. Not an important NFC West.
Don't send 49ers Titans when they're in Nashville.
Yeah.
I actually want to go to
You
the
want to
game.
go to that one. Yeah.
Even though they didn't win last time, but I want to go to that game. So don't do that, NFL. Just throwing that out. I'm looking up some prop bets here, guys. We're not telling you to vote on this, but I'm just giving some kind of keep 'em or dump 'em for you guys. Seahawks, as of right now, according to MGM, a half a point in the first quarter. You guys taking that? Are they going to score at least something in the first quarter?
Kind of similarly to the conference, or it may have been the conference semifinals, the kickoff return.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to get a big play. I'm not saying a kickoff return, but I think they'll get good yardage on an opening kickoff, and that's going to fuel an opening drive. Touchdown or field goal, I don't know, but I do feel like the Seahawks are going to get the ball first and try to score.
Yeah.
I can see zeros at the end of the first.
Yeah, which I was surprised, but then I went, okay, well, this New England defense is really good.
Yeah. I think historically, I think I saw this maybe on Pat McAfee's show or something. I was watching that earlier. Historically, like the Super Bowl scoring out of the gate in the first quarter is usually not much. Like maybe a touchdown, maybe
really
a field goal.
Picks up once it goes.
Right, but I think one of the bets that they were promoting, that hurt.
Yeah.
One of the bets that they were promoting was like over under 7.5 for the first half, and they were like, take the under because scoring doesn't open up wide open in the first quarter, especially between these two teams who have good defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tough one because I've gone back and forth all week on pretty much who I'm picking. Because I was going to come in with a new idea today and say I was just going to go with who I think had the best player on offense and the best player on defense. I mean, man, it goes back and forth because you could look and say, honestly, that Sam Darnold could be one of the better offensive players. Could be the best offensive player for Seattle. It could be, he's a bit older, but hadn't had a crazy season. But Cooper Kupp's got the experience. Jackson Smith and Jigba's got the speed, got the skill. I was leaning Patriots the other day. I think I'm going to go Seahawks today.
Are we making our picks right now?
That was just a preview.
Well, we'll do that. We'll do that tomorrow. But here's some other prop bets. Jackson Smith and Jigba under 94.5 receiving yards. That's minus 115. Cooper Kupp over 3.5 receptions plus 130, and then Cooper Kupp most receiving yards in the game. Period. Both sides plus 1450. Which one of those would you guys take?
I'd take the Kupp 3 catches because I feel like they're really going to.
What's 3.5?
Had to be
3.5.
Oh,
So 4.
So it's got to be 4.
I would still go with that because he's a sure-handed guy in the slot. So I think that I think the Patriots are going to try to take Smith and Jigba completely out of the game and try to make it a 2 receivers versus 2 corners type of thing. And I think Kupp's going to be the go-to guy. Whether those are big catches or not, I think he'll get at least 4.
JSN, how many yards?
94.5. Under 94.5.
I'm comfortable with both of those, honestly.
I'd be more inclined to do Kupp for receptions.
Plus 115. That's basically, it's even at that point.
I mean, JSN getting 90 yards, that is a lot against a good defense, but it's still Jackson Smith and Jigba, and he's had an amazing season.
Yeah.
And so he could be, they're going to try to feature him. And as good as Christian Gonzalez is, I think advantage goes to JSN in that. But Cooper Kupp, like you said, coming out on the slot, he did have a touchdown against the Rams, right? So I would pick him to have four catches over.
Here's another one. The backup to Kenneth Walker, George Holani, over 9.5 rushing yards.
Let's go see how many touches he has in the playoffs. 3. He has 3 total carries in the playoffs. And what was the stat again?
9.5.
Over 9.5 rushing yards.
Well, he's getting 3 yards a carry, so I don't know if he's going to double his production. Yeah. He's going to have to get some touches.
New England's run defense is really good, though. So even if he does get 4 or 5 touches, it's not guaranteed that he's going to get.
I mean, he's not going to get 4 or 5 touches. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You think Kenneth Walker gets all of that? You don't think this guy? What's his name? Holani slides into the
best thing that could
Charbonnet role.
The best thing that could happen is he get.
Yeah.
This guy gets hurt, and then the other guy comes in.
Well, funny enough, look who's the guy that's their second most touches at running back in the
Velus.
playoff is Velus Jones, a former Tennessee receiver. So
receiver,
and they got him
First
playing
year,
running back.
Josh Heupel's.
That's right. Yeah,
he was a kick return guy.
He transferred in from USC.
Yes.
Went to the Bears and was abysmal. Just bad. People hate that guy in Chicago.
Dude, yeah. They like the other guy they got from Tennessee.
Oh yeah, Darnell Wright's probably their best lineman.
West Virginia native.
Yep.
Shout out.
I want to take the over because I mean you just assume he's sliding in the Charbonnet role. Like maybe it just takes one run for him to get 10 yards and it's over, right?
Yeah.
I'm sounding like a gambler here, trying to like justify my bets.
Because you see 9.5 and you're like, sure enough, Walker's not going to get every touch here. But then, like,
somebody else has got to get the ball. It's not Walker the whole time.
I know, but are they going to commit to the run that much?
Yeah.
There's so many up in the air. Now, Milton Williams for the Patriots here, a sack, 1 sack plus 200, 2 sacks plus 1,100.
2 sacks in a Super Bowl is kind of insane. And if it's not a guy like I'm saying this, and his team will never make the Super Bowl, but Myles Garrett, I would throw him in there as a guy that could get 2 sacks in a Super Bowl. No, I'm going to go under on this one.
Yeah.
Under how much? What was that? Under?
No,
1.5?
Just one sack. 1 sack plus 200, 2 sacks plus 1,100.
I'd take the 1 sack. I think he'll make one big play. I just 2 in the same game is crazy. He's a defensive tackle. It's not like he's an end.
And defensive end, it's like, okay,
maybe I can talk myself into 2 with the defensive end. That would still be kind of stretching it against a good Seahawks line. I would say 0. I think I would put my money on 0. Just roll the dice.
Well, speaking of Jackson Smith and Jigma, plus 290, half a yard rushing, over half a yard rushing.
You just need one jet sweep.
1 yard.
Yeah, I'd go with that. I think he'll get one sweep because I think he's got already 2 or 3, I believe, in the playoffs. So I think he'll
under because any of those sweeps are going to Shaheed.
Good point.
He's faster.
That's a good point.
1 carry and all the.
It just takes one. It just takes one.
1 yard.
Just get over. Get over the line.
I don't see that within the game plan.
What if he gets half a yard?
Push. It's a push. You get your money back.
AJ Barner, anytime touchdown score, plus 240.
I can see that in the red zone. Yeah. If all the focus is on JSN and Cup, Barner kind of squeaks out somewhere, maybe gets a chip and flashes right there in the flat or something like that. I could see Barner getting in. I don't know if I would add it to a parlay if I was building one, though.
Listen, you got to use your tight end in the Super Bowl. I mean, you look back at all the some of the best Super Bowl teams we've had lately, the Tom Brady's Patriots, and you can go even to recently with the Chiefs. They had a good tight end. They were able to use their tight end in the Super Bowl. I think they got to.
I'd be more inclined to say Hunter Henry on the other side gets a touchdown rather than Barner.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Hunter Henry, when the Patriots have the ball, Hunter Henry over 3.5 receptions, minus 115. Hunter Henry over 38.5 yards receiving, minus 120.
Can I go over on the receptions, under on the yardage?
Yeah.
I think he's a big short yardage guy.
I think
he's averaging 15 yards a catch in the playoffs, but
the Seahawks defense is really good. Now their rookie safety, I can't remember his name. Yeah. He was hurt. I don't know if y'all saw that. He kind of
Mori, is that the guy?
Yeah, I think that's right. He was seen limping off the practice field and people consoling him, and I think there was a video of him walking into the hotel and he's kind of like
as of 20 minutes ago, fully expect him to play.
But
that's 20 minutes ago.
Is he going to be good enough? I guess you give him a shot of cortisone or whatever, and he won't feel a thing. But the defense for the Seahawks is pretty nasty. So.
And it's completely different from the Legion of Boone. It's not like a big, hard-hitting defense. They're just good.
Yeah.
Here's a wild one. Patriots fullback Jack Westover over half a yard receiving, plus 280.
Yep. I'm going for it because you think you're going to get Mike Vrabel on the 1 yard line and he's not going to run a little play the Patriots ran to him in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I felt like that one's as good as if you're going to go out, outside on a limb and make a crazy bet, that's the one.
No.
I'd even give him a touchdown.
No.
Kayshon
Boutte, most receiving yards in the game, plus 1,200. Demario Douglas, over 7.5 yards. minus 118. Anytime touchdown scores, Douglas and Kyle Williams. Douglas plus 600, Williams plus 1,000.
Booty's not getting the most reception yards. He's not even the second.
Who do you think is going to be the guy that gets the most receiving yards in this game?
JSN. He's just good. You can do anything with him, and so JSN's going to be one. I would think Diggs would be two. Maybe Booty is next. I don't know.
I think Booty's really emerged in the playoffs for New England. I'm not sure if he'll lead the whole game in receiving yards, but I think he'll lead for the Patriots.
Yeah. Total, I mean, like combined, just game in general. Total passing attempts between the two over 63.5 plus 100.
Taking the under. I think both teams are going to both go under 30 pass attempts each.
Yeah.
Over.
You going over?
Yeah,
okay.
You think they're going to sling it?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think both of them have good defensive run games, so that'll force them to pass it.
Yeah.
Somebody, I think the Hawks could get up 10 points, and if that's the case, then New England's going to have to throw it more.
Yeah.
I can see the over hitting.
Yeah. Method of first turnover, interception plus 200.
It's only two options, right? Fumble, turnover.
Fumble, and
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
But the first one
is an interception.
Yeah.
If there's gonna be a first turnover in the Super Bowl, it's a fumble. Somebody's gonna get.
I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Ramon J. Stevenson getting on the 45-yard line and just Mike Vrabel getting him like a 2nd and 6 and giving it to Ramon Dre, and he's gonna fumble. And then everybody's gonna be asking, why isn't Travion Henderson in the game like we have been all season? No, fumble.
With these two quarterbacks, I'm taking that.
Really?
It just has to be the first turnover.
And those two guys are guys that have been known to take some risky shots. Yeah, I'm not here for it.
Speaking of interceptions, anytime pick 6 plus 750.
How many Super Bowl pick sixes do we have?
Not many. The most famous one, unfortunately, for Tennessee fans.
Now we'll talk about it. That was to take the lead in the.
Cooper DeJean had one last year.
Was it extended?
I think it was to put it away.
So yeah,
let me look it up.
No, we only lost that by like 4. If we would have gotten the end zone.
It's Saints, Colts, Super.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
No. He's talking about Tracy Porter taking 100 yards.
I thought you were talking about Tennessee.
No,
Rams.
I'm talking Tracy Porter's pick 6.
Yep. There was a pick 6.
So we've actually had
Rams,
right? Don't see one, or not a pick 6 at least. So there's actually been 12 in Super Bowl history. You got Cooper DeJean last year, Robert Alford picking off Tom Brady for the Falcons. You got Malcolm Smith, pick 6 against the Broncos. Tracy Porter, James Harrison.
The Porter was to extend the lead. It was 24-17. They went for it on a 4th down, and then the Porter pick 6. Poor Pierre. I actually called a game with Pierre Garçon in college because his school, Mount Union, was in my school, Muskingum's conference, and they set the NCAA record for points in a quarter against us that day.
Oh my gosh!
And I made SportsCenter because of it. Yeah, they scored 56 points in the first quarter.
How?
And then broke it the next year and scored 63 points in the first quarter against Salem out of Virginia.
I saw Tennessee score 28 points in the first quarter against South Carolina a couple years ago and thought, man, it's hard to do. It's hard to do that.
Muskingum, one conference win. Mount Union, national champions. Pretty easy. And the big one, and I've just learned a football term. I can't believe I'm saying this. The chance that an octopus happens. Do you guys know what an octopus is in football?
It's somebody catching touchdown pass and 2-point conversion.
Yeah, just touchdown followed by, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the same person. It's just.
No, it has to be.
It has to be the same person. It could be running back or receiver, but it has to be the same
running
ones.
back rushing touchdown, then he gets the pass
and he
for
gets
the 2
it.
points. So an octopus, anytime octopus 1,500.
See, that's where I'd like a guy like a Kenneth Walker, because I feel like you could give him 3 yards of carry on the ground, but sneak him out of the backfield as well. That's what makes him so dangerous. Yeah, I like that one. I could go with that with Kenneth Walker. I think he's going to be the Super Bowl MVP.
I wouldn't bet on that. It just seems highly unlikely
that we would have a Super Bowl.
It is far fetched. Something I would probably bet on if I was making a parlay would be special teams or defense score. I think there's going to be a special teams or defensive score in this game, whether it be a pick six, whether it be
blocked punt, something like that,
blocked punt or a return for a touchdown, something like that.
I just love the term octopus.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Do you guys know what a Gordie Howe hat trick is in hockey?
I feel I should know this one. Is it 3 goals and 3 assists?
No.
Then
no. Goal, assist, and a fight in a game.
Goal, assist, and a fight.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
The Gordie Howe hat trick. It's great. Well, guys, another fun episode here of X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Linen. We'll be back tomorrow. We will give our Super Bowl picks, including, mate, we'll see who's going to score the most points, who's going to be the MVP, or maybe which coach is going to make the dumbest mistake. That'd be a good one to bet on.
Which Mike is it?
Which Mike is it? We'll see. Well, that will be tomorrow. So for Bryant, for Michael, I'm AJ. We'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.